he starts pushing on my face with his hand. He wants to push here, and he wants to push my hip, and then he wants to start to hip escape, right? Okay, so I want to avoid this. So if he gets here and he's really pushing hard on my face, I'm not gonna like fight against it, especially if he's bigger than me. I'm not gonna fight against it. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna take this arm and I'm gonna cross it over the top, and I'm gonna drive my butt back underneath his armpit like this. You guys see this?
Yes, sir.
Now, what I want to do is keep my head low. If I keep my head high, he's just going to come here and cross face me and then come on top. All right? So make sure that when he starts to push on my face and I switch, I'm pinching my arm over the top of his elbow and I'm driving my butt back like this. All right? Now from here, what I'm going to do is, I see this arm, he's probably going to try to get this arm out. I'm going to reach up and I'm going to come back here like this and get underneath his armpit with this arm. All right? Sometimes I can just, as he's starting to push on me, I can just push on my face. As he's going here, I can feed this and go here. Sometimes I can't. I have to come here and drive underneath him first, and then I can come and drive back. So I'm really driving my armpit back and getting under his arm. And this is the position that I want to really get into to mount him. All right. So I got both his arms over his head. All right. And he's probably going to start like trying to turn into me and stuff like that. If he does, I'm just going to keep my weight on him. See how my rib cage stays on top of his face? Okay, now from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach up, grab my foot, and I'm going to pull it through. I can do that, or I can just step. But a lot of times if he's crossing his legs like this, and he's making it really hard for me to step, then he's going to catch me in half guard as I step. So if he's doing that, I'm going to grab my toes and just put it through the hole, and then I'm going to come up right away into the high mount. Because look, I'm instantly underneath his thighs with my elbows. I'm with my thighs. You guys see that? Okay. Now sometimes what he'll do is, and this is not what you want to do on the bottom, but let's say in a street fight or something like that, the guy will reach up and he'll start hugging you around the back and he'll start pulling you down like this. He'll give you kind of this kind of thing. And it makes it hard for you to attack your cross chokes or anything like that. But you do get guys that will grab you and hold you like that. That's fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and just get a hold of his collar and trap his arm here like this against my body. And then I'm going to step my leg up like this. I'm going to step it up. And then I'm going to push his head until his arms break. Now look at, my knee pinches in like this. Now, a lot of times what he'll do is he'll try to start coming up on this elbow. And if he does, okay, that's not good for me. So if I'm in here and I'm pinching down, he starts coming up on his elbow, I'm going to grab his arm and I'm going to push his wrist to the mat so he can't come up on his elbow. And then I'm going to slide my knee over the top like this. Now I'm pinching this knee in. See how my foot's over here and I'm pinching this knee in? There's a lot of pressure there, right?
Yes, sir.
Go back to your back. Look, it's going to be hard for him. All right? So I'm pinching this knee in. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my foot and I'm going to put it in front of his face. And then I'm going to fall to my side like this. So my foot's like over his face. Okay? Now I'm going to reach up and I'm going to grab his elbow. I want to find out where his elbow is. Now from here, I'm going to slide my thigh up to where his elbow is, and then I'm going to lift my knee to the ceiling, okay? And then I'm going to finish the monoplata. So, again, I'm in a good side control, but he's starting to push on my face. I switch. Look what I do. I drop my hip underneath his elbow, and then I drive my hip back and get his arm above his face. Now, from here, I'm going to bring this elbow underneath his arm and bring this arm back. Okay? If he's like this, I can just step over him right away. But a lot of times he's going to cross his feet. Then I'm going to have to grab my toes, put it through the hole, and then I'm going to come up, and then he's going to start hugging me. See that, like this? So I'm just going to take a step up like this and start pushing on his head till it breaks. See, I got his arm trapped with my arm here, like this. Now, before he even comes up, I like to grab his wrist and slide my knee over the top. Now I'm pinching in. See, I pinch everything in tight. Now from here, I just grab my foot and I put it over his face, under his chin if I can, like this. Then I'm going to fall to my side. I'm going to grab his elbow, and then I'm going to slide my thigh up just a little bit. But I want to keep this foot under his face. And then I'm just going to lift my knee to the ceiling. See this? I'm just lifting it up. All right, last time. In a good side control, he's pushing. I don't want to like push against him, push again. He starts to hip escape. Look, he's gonna get out. So as he's pushing, I'm not gonna fight against him. As he's pushing, I'm gonna go, okay, I'm gonna go with it. Now watch, I gotta get my butt under his elbow. So I'm gonna drop my butt down, and then I'm gonna drop it back and bring it back up. Okay? As soon as I get the chance to, I'm gonna fish this arm through and trap it and bring my elbow up high. If he's crossing his feet like this, all I have to do is grab my toes, bring it through the hole, come around. He may hug me. I step this foot up, I start to break the grip. Look at this. I'm pinching my knee in. This pinching the knee in makes it really hard for him to bring his back to the mat. I'm going to grab and I'm going to slide my knee over. Now, I got him in a really bad position here. Okay? Same side hand is going to come and pass the foot over his face. Now this hand is going to post on the mat, and I'm going to fall to my side. I'm going to take my other hand and I'm going to find his elbow, and I'm going to grab his elbow. Okay? From right there, all I'm going to do is I'm going to start like hip escaping my butt towards his head, like this. See that? My knee comes up, and then I finish the submission. All right?
Sir.
Ready?
Oos.